angles. Okay, from your lesson, let's go to your reference booklet. And let's see what we've summarized so far. We have here, these are the first three already written out. Angle equals the arc. That's the first one that should already be written down. Both of these, the vertex is on, so they have the same position, same equation. Angle equals half of the arc for both of them. Again, angle equals half of the arc. Let me keep my color straight. Over 2, angle equals. Alrighty, guys. So these are the three you already know. When things have the same position, darken the on and on. Just one more time, get it in your head. When things have the same position, the same equation. Same position, same equation. Say it with me. Same position, same equation. All right, that's going to come into play. Now we have four more. A chord. Draw yourself two chords that do not have to cross the middle. All right, a chord. Technically, there's two angles there. I have them in red. Tell a neighbor, if you just found one of those, you automatically get the other. Tell a neighbor why. Yeah, they're bow ties. Now, darken the vertex and write the word in. Okay, go like this with your arms. When you bring someone into your circle of friends, are you adding to your circle of friends? Adding. So that's why I want you to associate the word in with the concept of addition. And so to find those right angles, you take the two arcs that they straddle. Do you understand what I mean by straddle, stride? They kind of cross and they grab those arcs. Can you visualize that? You add them up and you divide by 2. That's for a chord only. We're going to read the book. I say, you say. A chord angle is half the sum of the arcs it strides. Say it with me. A chord angle is half the sum of the arcs it strides. Okay. Stride, straddle, strides rhymes. Straddle doesn't. These three, I'm going to use the same colors. For secant, I'm going to use a pink. For tangent, I'm going to use a purple. Ready, secant. I'd like you to draw here, out, out, out. Same position, same. Because all three of these have the exact same equation. Why? The vertex is in the exact same position, which is out of the circle. Go like this, say out. Okay. Yes, yeah, I gotta get the Canadian accent. Guys, ready? Goes through. My mom was. So, yeah, you never know except out, and the way I say garage kind of gets the Canadian in me. Garage. You guys, yeah, it don't. All right. Both of these are secant. They go through the that bottom one goes through and secant. A tangent touches at one point, so that's a tan. That's a secant. That's a tan. If you have two colors will come into play. So here we associated the word in with add. When you take someone out, and this is, I'm trying to give you some handle holds so you can memorize these. All three of these have the exact same equation, so I'm just making one giant bracket. Why? Same position, same equation. The word out, you're going to associate with the minus sign. The angle, for all of them, the angle is the red, so the angle is by the out, angle equals. And it's going to be the big arc. So I'm going to use capital letters to represent big arc. Minus the little arc. Lowercase, it's over 2. So if you look really carefully, these two equations are exactly the same except for one tiny little difference. I like you to tell a neighbor, how are you going to remember the difference between this and this? Like, what are you going to remember that? Okay, now there's one thing else I want you to do physically. Okay, we're all going to pretend that we are this tan angle. Ready? Okay, actually no. Let's pretend we are the secant. I think you'll visualize it better. Let me make it nice and big. Okay, ready, guys? This one. Put your hands out. Okay, touch your chest. Say angle. Okay, this blue arc. Say finger arc. Elbow arc. Okay, do you guys get my visualizations? The blue, the big arc is your finger arc. Do you catch that? Okay, and this little arc is the arc between your elbows. Can you go elbow arc? Okay, so to get this angle, it's big arc minus elbow arc over 2. Big arc minus elbow arc over 2. It has to be the arcs that are inside the angle. That's the point I'm making here. That's why I'm visualizing elbow arc. Ready? We're going to do 2 problems together. Let's go to page 2, which is on, well, no, actually, you have big packets today. Big packets. Ready? Because the copier decided to copy it that way. I thought I hit the 2-to-1. You guys aren't complaining, are you? No, I didn't think so. Trace angle equations. Circle plug tug. Circle plug tug. Please, I beg you, remember I taught the same thing for 15 years. Follow this, you won't get lost. Don't follow this, you died. Promise. Okay? Not quite drastic, guys. I get a little punchy by 8th period. That's my sarcastic side. But ready? You won't die. The likelihood of you. Step 1. Physically trace. Check. Now, by yourself, write down what kind of angle it is. You have 10 seconds, and I'm going to land on someone. Write down what type of angle it is. I want you to write it down. Okay. Malia, what kind of angle is it, ma'am? It is a chord. Thumbs up if you wrote chord. Okay, so we're going to write chord. Step 2, not step 2, step 3. I'd like you to write down the equation for chord. You got 10 seconds. I'm going to land on someone. Joshua, sir, what's the equation for a chord? Nice call. You're the first one not to get caught by just saying arc plus arc over 2. So everybody else in all my classes just said that, and I landed on them. Why? Because equations have how many sides? 2 sides with an equal sign. How many of you wrote it with the word angle or the symbol for angle on the left-hand side? Kudos. Okay. Now we circle plug tug. Watch. Angle. There's my angle. I plug it in. You physically trace and circle what you're working with. Notice I use my equation as a template to put stuff in the right place. Do you see what I'm doing there? Like that plastic thing you put in the silverware drawer to make sure you put your spoons in one place, etc. I'm going to freeze this. You're going to do your own math from there. It only take you about 30 seconds. Fabulous. Nice job. That was a 20. Ready? I'm going to get you a little set up in the right direction here, and then I'm going to cut you loose again for this. Step number one, I'd like you to physically trace the actual angle. Just physically trace it. That helps your brain register. Check. Bless you, buddy. Okay. You've got 10 seconds to fill out what type of angle that is. Eshawn, what we got going on there, sir? That's a tan secant. Nice. Okay, start working on the equation, please. That's your next one. That's a tangent. That's a secant. Secant, tan, tan, secant, same thing. 10 seconds to write the equation down. Miss Mason, what's the equation there? Excellent. Start working on it. Go to town, my friends. Go to town. Angle equals big arc minus little arc over 2. I'm going to give you 1 minute. I want absolutely no talking and no collaboration, please. There's a reason why. I don't want you looking at each other's answers. Maybe another about 30 seconds. $15 seconds. All these people got 80. Okay. Watch. You didn't physically trace them. Watch very carefully. We're going to circle plug tug. Guaranteed you got 80. You did not do this. Watch. Angle. That's my angle. Okay, so that's X. Okay. Big arc, 200 minus my elbow arc. I don't have it over 2. No, that's not X because X is already our unknown. Problem is you don't have the pink, right, my friends? Right. Okay, so let's do this. Put your pencil right there. Sweep all the way around. Sweep again. Sweep a third time. How do you get the pink, Mike? Okay. So we're going to 360 minus, why is it 240? That's what all that is. And what do we get? Okay, pop that 120 in there. So you got it wrong. Did you physically trace the finger arc and the elbow arc? No, that's why you got it wrong. Do not trust your eyeballs. Your eyeballs are not trustworthy. 70% of you just got that problem wrong because you didn't physically trace on the diagram. So out loud, what is this, friends? Now we got it. Just out of curiosity, raise your hand if you actually got 40 to start with. You're probably only about 5 of you. Ooh, 4, 5, 6. Kudos, okay? So warning, just because everybody else has the same answer does not mean you're right. Tell a neighbor, those of you got 80, what are you going to remember to do next time?